Can you spot the following pattern if you look at this grid here and see how it's been transformed into this grid? And likewise, how this grid on the left has been transformed into this grid. Can you spot that pattern? Could you, in other words, predict what would happen to this grid here in the test example? Well, it might shock you to learn that language models like GPT-4 can't do this. They are terrible at noticing that the little squares are being filled in with a darker shade of blue. This specific abstract reasoning challenge was not in the training dataset of GPT-4, and that model cannot generalize from what it has seen to solve the challenge. It's not generally intelligent, it's not an artificial general intelligence. Now, you might think that's a minor quibble, but it gets to the heart of why current generation AI is not AGI, and frankly isn't even close. And no, neither will this problem be solved by a simple, naive scaling up of our models. But this video isn't just about picking out one flaw, or be it a critical one, in our current LLMs. It's more my attempt to address this swirling debate about whether AI is overhyped or underhyped. I'm going to start, I'm afraid, with so much of what's wrong with the current landscape. From delayed releases, over-promises, and my biggest current concern, a tragedy of the commons from AI slop. AI's potential and evidence-based pathways presenter. But this video isn't just about what's wrong. I will also give you 6 detailed evidence-based pathways from the LLMs we have today to substantially more powerful and useful models, including systems that, yes, perform decently even on that abstract reasoning challenge I showed you earlier. Scene transitions to a critical analysis of various AI failures. Presenter. But first, let's start with the dodgy stuff in AI. And no, I'm not referring to the fact that the creators and funders of this RCAGI challenge are so confident that current generation LLMs cannot succeed that they've put up a prize pool of over $1 million. Presenter, what about the increase in academics using LLMs to write or polish papers? Presenter, you can see the recent and dramatic increase in the use of the word delve on papers on PubMed. Presenter, for me, as soon as I suspect an article I'm reading is LLM generated, I just discount it heavily. Pause the 3S. Scene shifts to innovative uses and future potential of AI. Presenter. But at this point, my rejoinder to some is that it's all too easy to fall into diametrically opposed camps. As we saw last year with accelerationists and doomers, we're seeing this year with those who say AI is nothing but hype and those who say AGI is imminent. But I think the world is just so much more complex than that. Cut to examples of AI's potential in various fields like medical research and real-world applications. Presenter. For example, a new study in Nature showed how you could use GANs, generative adversarial networks, to predict the effects of untested chemicals on mice. This could potentially reduce the need for animal testing. Similarly, convolutional neural networks are helping stroke victims in the NHS by enabling faster diagnosis and treatment. Scene transitions back to the presenter with a more analytical tone. Presenter, now let's get back to large language models. I'll explain the 6 ways which might drag LLMs closer to that artificial general intelligence. Compositional generalization, training models to better compose reasoning blocks into something more complex. Verifiers and Monte Carlo tree search, improving mathematical reasoning by using automated verification systems. Many-shot learning, giving models tons of examples to improve their ability to learn new tasks. Active inference, using test time fine-tuning to adapt models on the fly. Combining LLMs with symbolic systems, using LLMs as idea generators and symbolic systems as verifiers. Human-like learning efficiency, mimicking the way humans learn efficiently from minimal examples. Final scene. The presenter stands in front of a screen displaying a mix of positive and critical headlines about AI. Presenter. In conclusion, while current AI has significant limitations, particularly in abstract reasoning, there is no reason to be overly pessimistic. With the right approaches and innovations, we can look forward to more powerful and useful models that bring us closer to achieving general intelligence. AI is not just hype, and it's not yet AGI. But the journey towards it is filled with fascinating discoveries and potential. Thank you for watching, and let's continue exploring the future of AI together. Scene fades to black with the text. Subscribe for more in-depth AI analyses and updates.